We're going to try a tricky run, so we're going to try Spinventor C20. This may take multiple times till I can actually get a win. But, you know, with a starting round guard, I'm feeling a lot more confident than I would normally. It is kind of tempting to take the, what's the slime one called? Distraction reaction there, but I think round guard is on average probably going to block slightly more damage. I think that's a pretty fair statement. Although if I get Decoy Orb or a large enough deck, then this slime could definitely have been more useful. Doesn't look like my... Ooh, that was really good. Just really like making sure that I'm getting all of my bombs this map, especially for the early shots. But no, I haven't managed to line up a single crit yet. Like, yeah, I can go for this crit, but I get the feeling I should have just bounced off of this. This should be good. Bomb into this refresh and just accepted it from there because that probably would have gotten more damage. There we go. Barely. No store if I don't go to that early store. Heh. It's a tough call. Read Splat Orb. That does sound pretty tempting. This is actually a pretty scary fight to get here. I'm not that pleased about it. Interesting. I did not want to have to do this, but I think it is still valuable enough me getting the bomb. It's not really that valuable, but I think it's valuable enough. Alright, terrible. Just finish this up, please. Then we have round guard. I will shoot this. Nice. Went exactly as I wanted. I do have to shoot this. Why this spot again? Oh my, that damage was neat, shall we say. Very neat. Damn it. I was hoping I could snipe it like that. No, it's just more value for me getting the refresh. Oh, this is mildly unfortunate. The good news is, though, this just works because it gets the crit. It was the refresh that was mildly unfortunate, but luckily I only need one of the refresh or the crit. So, I can do a few fun things here. It's a 2-4, and it worked out really well last time, so I kind of want to see what it can do again. I'll just go to no stores. It just works for this map, so... Oh, yuck. I really can't afford to be losing house like that. So please don't do that again. Aiming here with... Oh my, that was a good first shot. Whew. I mean, look, the Jack-o'-lantern suddenly seems to be working out, doesn't it? That was pretty nice. I should bounce onto the refresh, or maybe not. I didn't bounce onto the refresh, but I hit basically all of the gold that I wanted, so... absolutely stellar performance in my eyes. Now I'll just finish up with a nice little shot like that, just to guarantee navigation pretty much. Oh my. Yes. It's never finished upgrading the Jack-o'-lantern there. That was very interesting. There was also some... Oh, that's really good for me. That's so good for me. It's actually just insane with Jack-o'-lantern. Ugh. Significantly more nasty than I was hoping, and also the ordering is pretty bad there. But whatever. Do that. Oh, that was a great rebalance. Where's my crit? Ooh. Yeah. Nice work, Jack-o'-lantern. 240 damage is, after all, very decent. It's a bit crazy. I will try this and watch as it completely flops. That was not impressive. I think I'll take my one hit and then we'll shoot the splat orb once. And man, I want the crit, but I believe that is just the better shot. Yeah, unfortunate that I took a hit, but I guess it was probably mandatory. Salt Shaker or +2 crit damage. Salt Shaker's probably going to do nothing. I'm probably not going to get a Grand 1-0. But like, just imagine I get a grinding mod 0. Also, I'm not sure if... whatever. Let's just roll with it. It should be decent. I should be able to hit a crit. Of course, I have to keep saying should because the moment I don't, it becomes very... not ideal, shall we say? Short fuse. Navigation is allowed. Yeah, it's allowed. So let's just, bam. Impressively close, eh? Impressively close. Alright, so yeah. Here comes the 0 damage arc. Although I do have short fuse, which is very helpful for some specific fights, including this one. That was a really good shot. Too early, but it was actually what I was aiming for, so I wasn't expecting to get it. Thank you. 0-5, but I'm just trying to clear up. Damn. Oh my, I actually got it lined up. It's always just so nice when you get something circle lined up on the orbs that you actually added to your deck. And in this case, I certainly did. So I'm going to go for a shot like this. The checkup line is only level 2, but I should still get tons of impact off of it. Did you miss all crits? That's very funny, honestly. Very, very funny indeed. How do you want me to do this? Like this? It's a bit of a crazy shot, but as long as it hit it, I would have been perfectly fine, so... Yeah, just a slight difference when hitting the crit. Short stack is a very dangerous passive to pick up. I don't know if I made the right call. Only time will tell. Bad cheese round guard? I didn't think about that. Oh, okay. I probably have no choice about hitting these bombs, don't I? I think a shot like this... I'm aiming for like maximum possible bounce, so I think a shot like this gets the most spread. And yeah, I really had no choice. That's unfortunate because I've still got to deal with 4, but... Oh well, at least I know that I can get 600 damage on demand. It is a pretty big deal. Alright, great stuff. 75 if you'll be so kind. Thank you very much. There we go. I did aim for that, but I was kind of shocked that it hit anyway. I think this should hit a crit, and if it doesn't... Oh, perfect. I got the kill. I don't want to take a shot that's going to miss, so I'll just do that shot, which was a really, really bad idea. Oh, whoa! Unfortunate. Give me a crit. That counts. Oh, barely not enough. Damn. Bad cheese putting in some work. Spider actually does deal damage, but oh my god, what was that shot? I don't have access to a crit, so I'm just going to do this. Try and pop as many coins as possible and aim straight at a refresh and a crit. I mean, surely, right? Surely this just works out. It's right there, it's open. There we go. Yeah, just not happy with the health loss. I'll press the heal button at least once. And now I kind of regret pressing the heal button because I kind of wanted to upgrade that something circle, but I still have time to get at level 3, depending on how much health I lose. I'll just try and pop the bomb, I guess. I'm not actually trying to pop the bomb, it's just I really wanted to hit that crit, so I had to aim for it. Solid first shot, though. Pretty solid. Again, I can just aim for the crit and it's going to get the kill. That's just how it goes. And with Summoning Circle, I can also just aim for the crit. Doesn't matter if there are pegs in the way, I'll just smash my way straight through them. Yeah, like that works. Yeah, the short stack was a gamble. My damage cap is now extremely, extremely high, and the fact that I've got orbs like Jack-o'-lantern certainly means that they can get a lot of damage. It is just risky. So close. It's just super unfortunate because most of my orbs deal 0 damage, but I forgot about Bad Cookie. Bad Cookie? What did I just say? Bad Cookie. Bad Cookie. I should make that a running joke. Bad Cookie. Of course referring to bad cheese. I don't know why I said cookie. I guess there aren't that many food-related things. It makes kind of sense. 7 gold should be good enough. My AoE powers... Bad cheese. Good. I'm just gonna hit my bombs now. Which means this. Okay, that would have been a really cool shot if it had actually worked fully. It didn't work fully, but it worked pretty well. Can't complain too much, can I? Oh! I'm all good. I'll just aim straight down. Now, straight down, like that. I don't know how I keep missing it, I'm going to be honest. I really don't. Alright, the good news is, not that many shots left before I get to do this. You are kidding me. That's mildly irritating. Whatever, I didn't get a crit, so I guess it doesn't matter. Oh my. Surely you hit a refresh, right? Actually, I might. I don't need you to hit the refresh. Oh, ain't that grand? Wow. I do need you to do something though. Please do not just stick to the right hand side and do nothing. I aimed you on the left hand side. Please, 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 just thank you. Thank you kindly. Alright, I could just rely on one big smack, or I could just press a heal button to be safe and then hit a slimy salve. Arguably, I mean, I like it. I think it is. I'd say it's the best healing passive in the game. Oh, is this overshot one? I think I want to do a shot like this. Should be able to get the bounce that I'm looking for, and I would hope that one of them managed to pop the lovely refresh, but it seems not. Still pretty solid for a shot one. It makes the heal look a whole lot less necessary, doesn't it? Especially with the fact that I managed to hit Slimy Salve, definitely a whole lot less necessary. Oh, losing the Jack-O-Lantern to that is actually really unfortunate, isn't it? Oh well, great bomb there, really good bomb. I'm just going to try and wipe you out now. I'll try a shot like that, which is going to backfire tremendously because they're all going to get stuck in the vine, and thus cause me an equivalent amount of health loss. That's pretty funny. Bad cookie. Oh, that's funny. I don't believe in Jack-O-Lantern here, I really don't. Honestly, maybe I should have checked which boss fight I was doing before I picked up the Jack-O-Lantern, because I feel like it's not quite as impactful in this boss fight, unfortunately. Oh, there are no bombs? Oh, that's so disappointing. Well, I believe a shot like this should be able to cause havoc. It's just a bit unfortunate how things are going to line up. We'll definitely do a shot like this, which should totally pop that vine and get the refresh and pop the other vine and heal me to full, because man, these summoning circles are working out for very obvious reasons. It's almost as if summoning circles just utterly bonkers, and Slimy Salve just works so well with so many things. That being said though, I may have to burn through the minions at this rate, because... Oh no, Jack-O-Lantern surely can finish things off. The problem is Jack-O-Lantern might not be able to get that good of a shot off. Here. It's a bit of a wacky shot, but I think it might just work out. It got close to working out. Bam. I was hoping to pop that, so yeah, thanks. There we go, and I really did not need to press that heal button. I can't even say that I underestimated how much health Slimy Salve would give me though, because I didn't. I just didn't have it. But that was insane. That's a Glorious Suffering. Honestly, Glorious Suffering short stack is actually insane synergy. Really, really nice. It absolutely gutters our normal damage, but we are just fine to take that trade because it was already in the gutters. Now all we need is like durable sources, which we already have a few. They're pretty good after all. Slimy just being good and all. Glorious Suffering plus Jack-O-Lantern is just a really, really decent combo that I wanted to pick up. Just some really good damage. Great stuff. I don't really know what kind of shot to go for, so I'll just aim at a refresh. Why not, after all? Yeah, now I just don't rely on crits anymore, which is definitely extremely, extremely nice. My healing is just, yep, exactly as I thought. Very solid, to say the least. I think that's what you call it in this situation. Now let's go for a simple right hand shot. Alright. Let's quickly... Oh, I forgot they have +1 movement speed on me now. That's fine. Actually, I'm just fine with letting them do that, right? Like, why do I care? My next shot is just going to be super healing as well, but if I hit the refresh. I'm going to have to go for a shot like this, just aim directly for the refresh, I guess. Because I need to... Yeah, okay, wow. I knew the shot would be good, I wasn't expecting it to be that good. Oh, I can't aim for that refresh, it seems. That's fine. It's only mildly unfortunate after all. Whew. You see what I mean by like losing that health there was just more than acceptable? I should have just focused on my game plan of killing the mirrors before they had time to scale. So I did. And yeah, this slimy sour certainly is going to work out. This is one of... It's just like the best event in the game, man. It feels so good. I want to try this. Okay, thank God. I suck at navigating on this map. I really do. It's nice when I actually get a bullet off. There are enough bombs if I hit them all. What do we think about a shot like this? I kind of like it. Look at that split, right? Like, that's just a pretty solid split. You can't really get much better than that. Oh god, the Jack-o'-lantern is on the other side of my deck. That's very unfortunate. Let's... Oh, can I sneak in there? I totally can. There we go. I guess it doesn't matter to sneak in that much, but it was a fun shot, so... Alright, the good news is about a fight like this, even if it does take a while to get through these stooges, we are still just scaling the entire way. Oh man, yeah, I like the fact that I decided to build this around Jack-o'-lantern this run. I think that's going to work out pretty nicely. I want to shoot like here, but like when the refresh is directly below me kind of thing, because I think that'll just line up the best. You really have to like guess the shot's momentum for that. But directly underneath is certainly, you know, a pretty bog standard guess. And it works. I'm actually going to do this just to make sure I'm getting through this boss in time. Just because he's got 1200 health, you know, that's an awful lot, and I don't really care about what these other guys are doing to me. Like, I have round guard, so the reloads aren't even that bad, and that means I can kind of just chill. Oh my. And, yeah, if I want to access good damage, I can access good damage. I think that's very clearly the case here, right? Good stuff. I'm so used to like aiming at the crit to try and get damage because it's the only way I can get damage, but it's just not necessary anymore. Yeah, yeah, well, the Slimy Salve is a pretty solid passive, eh? It's definitely better than Cookie. The only question is if it's better than Popping Con, and I think it's honestly definitely better than Popping Con. There are just so many scenarios where you prefer it, and especially on the classes that can actually find it, you'd prefer it. Spell upgrade is very decent. That is a Prime Slime. The only unfortunate thing about Prime Slime is it can override Healing Slimes, but you know, it can also add Healing Slimes, so touche, right? Oh, from over there I thought I didn't hear the sound, so I don't know why I thought that. I want to do a shot like this. Something mildly interesting, which is close to the refresh, close to the bombs, and hopefully just getting a whole lot of upgrades, because I think that's the main thing I really care about for that shot. Ah, I can get Poison Slime as well, and Poison Slime, as we know, works extremely well with pick upgrading, so that's neat. There was an extra enemy on that fight. That is very rude, isn't it? I'll just aim somewhere near the refresh so that it can go absolutely nowhere near it, and that actually worked out. Good. I did decide to shoot the Jack-o'-lantern still. I think it was just worth it. Not that it's doing anything particularly amazing. Actually, if it gets a kill here, that would be amazing, but no such luck because the damage is indeed halved. Again, I'll do that same shot as the first shot that I did. think it just ends up pretty... Oh damn, I was hoping for more bounces than that. I think it just does a pretty good job there. There we go. Like, this is definitely a fight where I'd expect to lose a whole lot of health, but I just didn't really end up losing a whole bunch of health here. The health loss I lost was, like, totally acceptable. And if I finished with that Jack-o'-lantern there, it would have fully healed me for sure. Prob does tempt me. Restorb's also not bad, just because now that I've got such a good source of healing, any kind of max health improvements I can get just does sound pretty solid. But also, you know, like, we're kind of halfway through area 2, so... Slightly too late for that, I think. Where's my refresh? There's my refresh. On it. There we go. Oh my, yes, using the side bounces, it sounds like a great plan, doesn't it? Let's take care of you. This is actually... Usually this fight's actually really quite simple, but it's not that simple for us, I think. Actually, it is pretty simple. After shooting this Jack-o'-lantern shot, it feels very, very simple. That's just how Jack-o'-lantern goes. Yeah, I really wanted to repeat the spamming the side bouncer, because that's just so fun. You can get so much value out of it. I'm just going to discard. Let poison do its thing. Although my targeting was very off with the poison doing its thing, but wow. That was rather effective, wasn't it? And of course, my favorite thing about Concentrication, my refreshing capabilities are actually rather minimal. Concentrication is really not bad here. To the point where do I want to go to a store? I do want to go to a store, so yeah, fine. I'll pick up Concentrication if I find it later, though, depending on what boss passive I get. Refill Buster, sure. No, sure. I have Short Fuse, but no nonsense, so. Moving swiftly on. That's a very useless passage right there, lovely. Oh my. The events I've gotten in Area 2 have just been absurd. Absolutely insane. Now, that's a refresh perspective. There we'll take any kind of upgrading we can get. I don't really need that kind of nonsense. Terrible Pebble. Ah, I see the Pebble is now back to normal. Good stuff. I say back to normal. It's only normal because I'm Spinventor, but basically normal, right? I'm just going to buy the passives. You're not meant to just buy the passives, though. That was silly. Sorry, it might take a bit of time to rid myself of that mindset. It really makes a lot of sense when you think you know how the pool works, and then you find out you don't. Yeah, if the passives aren't going to impact you, there's no point in picking them up. That was a pretty cool shot, huh? Now we try this one, and yeah, like again, my favorite bit about the semicircles is just how much of the cash I'm able to collect. It's just lovely. Also, wow, it upgrades the Peg so fast. Glorious Suffering is a very, very nice passive. I mean, look, I do actually think that the current version of Glorious Suffering is the most ideal version of Glorious Suffering they've ever had. Okay, maybe not for the state of the game, but that's a very hard thing to say for. This feels like what I'm trying to say is the previous iterations of Glorious Suffering maybe weren't the best. They were just a bit too negative or a bit too long. There we go, that's much easier to say now. Summoning Circle Splat Orb should be able to aim where I want with that. Just the fact that we've already got one healing peg on the board is just like crazy. Because we can just get so much value off of it. I missed the refresh, wow. Impressive. I do have Refill Buster actually, that is very handy here. There we go. The second the board gets refreshed, it becomes very clear just how much damage I've got stored on it. Then I get to do a shot like this, which is going to be insane. It's going to hit bombs, it's not going to hit the refresh, and it's going to get a whole bunch of damage. Oh, and I even round guarded his shot. Perfect. I'd still have to deal with the confusion, though. It's very interesting that round guard is the one interaction where if you take no damage from the crossbow, you still get confusion. Actually, I say that. I'm not certain on Puppet. I think you still take it for Puppet. Yeah, the second you get a single summoning circle into summoning circle shot, the boss is just super dead. And the second you get a single summoning circle into Jack-o'-lantern shot, the boss is also dead. We got both of those, so yeah, super dead. I should just add the echo to my deck. Oh my, that's a go for gold. Well, go for gold is kind of like the strongest passive I could possibly hit there, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna take it. Oh my. I I love how I just bought a bunch of useless, because, okay, it's very rude saying Bombat Talon is useless, but it kind of is. I don't need a Bombat on this run, very simply. I can just chill, and there's not really a fight where I'm going to be punished for it. I'm going to need the excessive AoE that it provides, so I very much could just not take it there. And as we know with Grubby Hand, there are very minimal matchups where it actually matters. Even, like, if you get a fight where it's going to get value, it's probably not even going to matter. That's the thing about it. Which is why I think it should be changed so that in the matchups where you actually do get value from it, it is like kind of forced to matter because of just how much benefits it's giving you. That's where I think the passive should be, just because otherwise it's just like, sure, if you're in area 1 or area 2, you can pick one up and you'll be like, oh, I can probably get value out of it in these specific fights, and maybe you'll get one of those fights. But most of the time, that's just not going to happen. Echo upgrade is pretty big, but I need to check the map again, see where I can go. And in particular, I need to be collecting my navigation inflation greed, which is what I was doing there. So here I have an opportunity to just upgrade my Echo. I don't really know if I'm going to be... Navigation looks pretty forced there, doesn't it? So yeah, I'd be fine to just upgrade the Echo. I only want one Echo. I only want one Echo upgrade. There we go. I don't really care about the second Splatter upgrade. It is decent, but 4 to 3 is definitely a big deal. But again, I just don't think it matters. Check behind the waterfall. We get an elite. I don't know why, but I actually kind of knew that was an elite. I don't think there's any giveaway as opposed to the Mimic event where I think there is a giveaway. But I couldn't tell you why I thought it was an elite. I don't know. Oh, right. Oh no, I should get a good echo and be able to just close out this fight. It's just a question of how long it will actually take me to get to my echo, because chances are it might actually take a decent amount of time. But we don't have any multipliers as well, so now my echo is just baseline 1000 damage, baseline 2000 damage, so looking to be pretty solid. Probably 4000 damage by the end of it. I think that's a pretty safe guess. Very safe guess. Literally 4000 damage. And it's already got 5000. Yeah, that goes pretty solid. I love that we got an extra random elite there. That's really, really nice, because otherwise we weren't really going to get much in this. Oh my. This area, were we? Recon without enhanced is kind of like not really adding much. I am fighting this guy, so it is technically a detriment. And because it's a detriment, I actually do want to take it. Purely because currently I think this is a very powerful setup I've got, shall we say. So I kind of am very happy to give myself a little bit more of a challenge. Yeah. My second shot's going to be pretty solid, eh? Just aim like that, and... Whoa! Sorry, I thought I was aiming at the refresh there. I wasn't. That's more like it. Significantly more like it, damn. Oh no, you got your scaling. A lot of the time it definitely matters to try and stop that scaling before it happens, but sometimes you can definitely just kind of like get away with it. And I believe this is one of those scenarios. Especially when I can just do this. And if it somehow doesn't get 800 damage there, I would have been completely shocked. Just completely and utterly shocked. I really should be picking up a rubber, I'm going to be honest. It is just the correct play. Okay, another one of these fights. I'm actually skipping this one because look where my echo is. Okay, so as it turns out, my pinging power was actually way stronger than I thought it was. Sash of Focus. I'm just going to pick it because the other one was completely useless, but I don't expect to get any value out of it. Some gold here, I think? Yeah, this works. I should just be able to... I don't have enhanced yet, actually. If I go to the store and I get enhanced, that puts me in such an insane spot. Just because I've got an upgrading game plan, enhanced, and recon. Which Glorious Suffering Recon Enhanced is pretty damn good. It's pretty damn good. Now this horrible is actually going to be kind of insane. Having a big orb on that map actually ends up mattering a lot, I think. I have inflation, but can't really afford to try and greed, so there we go, eh? I have turtle. Shouldn't end up mattering. Depends on if I want to add that. That actually matters, I think. Depends on if I want to still pick up that rubble, because it is definitely like a correct play. Oh, this guy needs to go. I mean, he's going to be more than gone, because everyone's going to be more than gone. the second I get to shoot by next shot. But he would have actually been a really big issue if... okay, that's not more than gone. It's just mostly gone. Yeah, like if this was a real fight, that would have actually been a very big issue. Luckily for me, it's not particularly though. Bam. Alright, let's see what my deck can do on this side. Another Summing Circle into Echo. I mean, I think that's a pretty strong combo personally. I don't know. It seems pretty good, doesn't it? It's definitely not like one of the strongest combos in the game. Because it just guarantees you damage on your Echo shot as well as it's an AoE. Like, it's just so good. It really is. Alright, I can collect the tiniest amount of gold here. Quite literally the tiniest amount of gold. Maybe there was another shot that could have gotten me more gold, but oh, this is actually mildly scary. I'm going to be popping a whole lot of rig bombs on this first shot. Yeah. The rig bombs was not the reason why I was mildly scared of the shot, but then I looked at my deck and I realized that this was in fact not going to be a mildly scary fight. And yeah, okay. You see what I mean by Glorious Suffering is kind of good, and the Summing Circles work out pretty well here. Yeah. I wouldn't have expected us to get this insane damage this quickly in this fight, but we did. We really did. And look at that, all the bombs are back. I mean, look, might as well get plus 2,000 damage, right? I feel like that's pretty solid. On an orb that's an AoE, I mean, I gotta do it. I simply got to do it. That's really good. What I would absolutely adore, though, is being able to buy 2 removals as well as an... Oh my. So none of these have any impact on the upcoming boss fight. I'm not finding Coin Dragon, so I don't need this concentration. I know I said I would pick it up, but I'm a bit worried about my cash at this point, so... Sorry, concentration. Actually, it is really nice in this fight. Especially if I have House of Slime, which I actually don't have. Okay, so I don't need this here. I really don't. But it's a critical 20 run. And now let's have a bit of fun. There we go, 50 health. Let's see how this works out. I think it should be more than fine. That's another Echo, which I really could take if I wanted to, but I kind of can't be bothered. I'll just take a Reduce, Refuse, Recycle, because if there was an Area 4, that is what I would pick. Oh, yeah, we should be more than fine. This deck setup is pretty bad, though. Horrible, then Echo is just the worst possible scenario. Like, the best orb to start off with is Summing Circle, and then Summing Circle, and then Rub Orb, and then Jack-o'-lantern. Okay, Rubble and Jack-o'-lantern are interchangeable with what I just said, but apart from that, that is just strictly correct. Oh, hold on. I'm not anywhere near as strong for this fight as I initially thought. This might actually be incredibly dangerous because I've picked both Recombobulator and... okay, there it is, perfect. The Inferno Ingot, both of which... Oh, this is so silly. Why have I done this to myself? I'm actually going to discard here just because I need this. When my refreshing capabilities are just horrendous. Like, they're actually just horrendous, and yet I've done this to myself. Like, it was really very silly, but as you can see, it is also just completely fine. In fact, I'm going to shoot this Rubble purely because I want to delay the fight one more turn. Which, now that I've thought about it, might not actually delay the fight one more turn, because my AoE power is way better than I considered. Down. Yeah, as you can see, I'm just kind of unstoppable. I didn't even have my sash popped. Like, for a run which I thought was going to fail because it was the first of what I presume would be many Spinventor C20 runs, that certainly worked out pretty well. I guess the starting round guard should have been an omen, right? Like, here you go, here's a round guard. We're not really going to question you for the rest of the run. Like, I think there were some heals in Area 1 that I definitely was correct to take. I think 2 of them. I think I did 3 total. 2 of them were definitely correct. The third one was definitely safe. However, I then hit a Slimy Salve, and as we know, Slimy Salve is a pretty solid passive. I think Slimy Salve could probably be like 50 or something. Okay, no, I don't think Slimy Salve could be 50. I think it probably should be 50. Straight up. Because sliming is a positive effect, and healing slime is a very positive effect. And yeah, like, I don't know, I think it really could be 50. And plus, like, you know, it's a healing source that was added to the game that hasn't been nerfed yet, so nerfed or buffed. So we need a nerf or buff it, right? Like, I'm pretty sure that pretty much every single healing source, technically Inferno Ingot wasn't. I can't really recall the others off the top of my head. Sorry, I'm talking about passives here. But like we've had the Great Cookie nerf, which was an absolutely massive nerf. Like you would usually think, oh no, it's only changing the number by one. No, it's changing the number by half. Like it halved in effectiveness, which meant that it basically dropped more than half in effectiveness because you just weren't going to pick it up anywhere near as often. There were a lot of other passives that would be a lot better than it. But yeah, this is basically one of the strongest boss passive combos we could have gotten. And the fact that we didn't even have an Eye of Total to increase our boss passive options, it does make it kind of crazy that we got them, especially since by the time we got Glorious Suffering, we already had just three absolutely feral orbs in our deck with Glorious Suffering. All of these three are just insane. You're basically getting three times the value on the one peg, which Glorious Suffering, I feel like the second you're getting the second time of value on a peg, you're like net equivalent or net positive. The second you get the three, you're net positive or net they're dead. Either or. Yeah, so we got really damn lucky. Our orbs were just amazing. The Echo Bots definitely very solid. Our boss passes were ridiculous. Our relics were just working out perfectly. Like I mean, this is what you want from Peglin Run, right?